everyone, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here and you found a little moment in your day to see what I am up to. For everyone who is new here, welcome. My name is Jenny and I'm doing this all about Christmas channel. On this channel you will find lots and lots of seasonal DIYs, but of course also daily decor DIYs. If you like this content, of course, I hope you click the red subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, so I hope you enjoy it. And for now, we are going to make some new tumbling tile blocks DIYs. If you like it, of course, come along with me, and if you only want to watch, have fun watching. For this new DIY, we are going to need, of course, our tumbling tile blocks, your glue gun, some wood glue, some furniture wax or stain at your choice, and of course some color of paint at your choice, and some brush. These are a little bit the main things we are going to need for this DIY. What we're going to make, we are going to make a Christmas tree on a stand, but we are going to give it our own twist on it, because with tumbling tile blocks you can go on Pinterest and you find lots of Christmas trees you can easily make, but I'm going to try to give it a little bit your own twist on it. Our first Christmas tree will be a small one. We are going to start with, of course, we do some glue on each side of one block this way, and we're going to do the other side, and we're going to place it down. We're going to do one block this side and one block this side like this, and we are going to center it and squeeze it on the other side like this. And I made on my other channel, on Deco Easy channel, of course, I made also something with this kind of shape, and I made a farmhouse bench, but like I said, with a garden inside of it. So if you want to see it, go over to our other channel I do together with Diane. And you see, I'm going to build it up again, squeeze it, press it down, and again give it a little pressure. We are going to go again for a block this way and on this side, and we're going to place it down again. Make sure that you have it, and we take the closing block like this, squeeze it again, make a straight line, and we're going to get another one over here, and we're going to do this one over here, and we're going to place it again on top, close it up again with another one like this one, and again squeeze it and make a straight line, and this way. And look also if you don't go out of your line. And we're going to do another one, and I think this almost will be the last one, because this is eventually a small one, so we are not going to make it this high and big. And this one, and we close it up with this one, and we're going to squeeze it again like this. And this is already one of our Christmas trees, and I know it doesn't look like a Christmas tree. Don't worry, later it will. So, but we first have to glue it, because wood glue needs some time to dry. So this is already a number one. I'm going to clean up my placemat, of course, with my old kitchen towel like this, and I'm going to go further. We are going to take again 2 blocks like this, and this, and this. So first we're going to do is do on the top a little glue, and we're going to place it together in this way, make a nice straight line. We go for this one, and we're going to make a couple of this kind of blocks. Again, squeeze it, press it down. We're going to lay it over here, and we make, I think maybe 10. So I don't know if I have enough 10 by 10, so we will see how this works. I'll do this one a little bit faster. And you see it harder a little bit more. I made 18 of 2 pieces of this kind of block. So I'm going to start over here, just like we did with the smaller one. I'm going to do some glue on this side, of course, over here, and I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to do it also on this side for closing it in. And this way I'm going to lay it down. Be careful because it is still not dried up. And this is one, and we're going to place this one again, see the same like we did with the other ones. Just squeeze a little, make a straight line like this, and we're going to build further, and we're going to do again on this side, so we get a nice shape of our Christmas tree. And of course a little bit different than your normal Christmas tree, and you can use this for any decor because you can give your own twist on it, and at least you can give your own color on it. So you see, close up with this one, and again squeeze it and press it down, and this way, and press it down, and we already have one. And so we go further. I do it a little bit faster. You see, I turned it half way, and I used only 17. So for this tree, we use 17 of the 2 blockers, like this. And of course, for this tree, we only need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks. And this is the smaller tree. And now we're going to go for at least, I think if I go for the middle tree, that it will be the large. I have to look for, but of course we are going to make now 3 blocks of 3. So our third tree will be 3 blocks in a row. And very easy, just do the tops a little glue on. And of course on this top. And you already have this one. And you close it up with the other one. So you have already 3 pieces. Squeeze them together this way, let them lay down for a little moment this way. Oh, you see already he's already not liking it, so he's already going off. And I'm going always let this dry in for a couple of minutes this way, and then I can place it on the side so I have more room on my table. You see, it's already a lot on my table. I made 21 of 3 blocks. So because I want to have it a little bit bigger and higher. So now I'm going to glue them together the same way like we did with the other Christmas tree. I turned over my placemat, and I'm going to start, of course, with one with on the side some glue, the same like we did with the other ones. And we're going to turn this over, and we do on this side the same. And it's very easy. The system is very easy to do. Just place them over here, and you close it up with another one. And you can even make a different pattern if you do just 2 flat ones and 1 higher one. So you can do any pattern you like. I like for this one because I want to have all 3 of them the same pattern. But of course you can change it up any way you like. And again, squeeze them, and we're going to place it again, close it up with another one, and like this, squeeze and make a straight line. It doesn't, don't worry if the straight line is not totally straight, because later on you will, with a jigsaw or with a handsaw, you are make your shape inside of it. So don't worry if it doesn't work out completely. And again, we are going to do some glue on this side. And we're going to do it on this side. And of course I have to turn it around and not get my fingers totally under it, because I always am under the glue. And I'm going to place it down, and I'm going to close it up again with 1 of 3. And so we're going to build it up I will do it a little bit faster. And you see, this is how big our Christmas tree is already turned out. I hope I can show it to you a little this way. It's a very long shape. So this one is 21. The middle size is 70 blocks of 2. And the other one is, I told you earlier, I have to count. So 21 of 3 is 18 of 2. And of course we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of 1. You see? Very easy. Now we're going to let it dry at least overnight, because I want to be sure that when I'm going to get my saw, that it doesn't fall apart. If it works, we have no idea. So let's wait until tomorrow. And you see already, everything is glued together. All 3 pieces are glued together. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn them over like this. And I'm going to make a point from the middle of this one to the end of this one. So just this way, very easy. And I'm going to do it all 3 of them. So we get 3 Christmas trees. And of course, I also use the pieces if nothing breaks. I hope it doesn't. I'm going to use also the pieces which is coming off. So I'm going to get my ruler and my pencil, and I'm going to make my lines. And here you see our 3 Christmas trees, and I'm so happy how they turned out. Of course, I also show you things that go wrong, because this middle piece, the pieces we did draw out, came out perfectly, but the pieces that fall off, of course, there were little pieces were not totally broke. You see here, I have here 2 pieces, because if you lay them together, you get 1 Christmas tree again. I have this one broke off. I have, of course, the point, so I will glue this in a moment back on. And on this one also, it did fall off a piece, and he is open on the back side, so I have to do some wood glue again. So if you also are going to saw it out, don't worry. If something falls out, you always can glue it together. And the only recommendation that I can give you, of the tip I can give you, do it slowly, very slowly, and make sure that you have a flat surface under it. So that's I think the main part, that you just use a flat surface under it, and then you just use your jigsaw very slowly through it, and then it will go very nicely. But you have to work with some pieces which are falling off. You have to work with it. But the 3 pieces, this one stayed in correctly together, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm going to do the other ones, I'm going to glue together. So these are the parts of the bigger one, and you see already on the back side he is open, you see, like this. So I'm going to just do some wood glue in between, and I'm going to glue it again. And for this part, also from the big tree, as the same over here. And with the little one, you saw already also a little piece off. So I'm going to glue everything together. So I did all my Christmas trees, I glued together, at least the parts which were falling off, and normally you throw away, but we still keep them. And I know there's a little line inside, and that is for this one also. So I did the best just to glue it together. Of course, you can use some spackle and just work away the middle piece. If you don't like it, you just can see a line, but I don't mind, so I'm keeping it this way. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a stand, and we start with the smaller one, and I'm just going to make 2 blocks on top of each other. I did already one of them, and now we can stand very easily. You glue this on top of here, and then he has a nice stand of his own. So we do some glue in the middle, and we place this one also in the middle of the blocks like this. And now we have a cute little Christmas stand. And we're going to do for the other one the same. Again, some glue in the middle. And we're going to glue it together. This way. I have to squeeze it a little. And make sure that we have a straight line. And now we're going further with the middle size. So for the middle size tree, we are going to do 4 blocks, And we're going to do this two and this two. And we're going to place, of course, a little on here. And we're going to do one on here. So I'm going to turn this one over and this one this size. And I hope I have everything now glued together in the right way. At least I hope so. You see, this is, and just squeeze it and press it down and remove the glue. And now we already have a little stand from 4 blocks. It's so easy. And I'm going to make a second one. So I'm going to make 2 with the line on this side. This is one. This will be, oh, this is a block which is not the greatest. This is number 2. And now we need 2 with a little top on this side. So we are going to go for this, and we glue together. And again, we have another stand. And I'm going to press it down and remove the glue. And then in a moment we can glue our tree on top of here. So the 2 stands are almost dried up, not totally, but I'm going to get my middle-sized tree and I'm going to turn it over and do some glue in the middle like this. And we're going to place it, of course, also in the middle of our stand. And this way, and squeeze it and press it down. Find your middle, at least where you want to have it. And this will be a 1. And now we're going to get for the other one, and I'm going to do some glue. And I'm going to place this one also on top of here. And make sure that he stays in the line. Like this, and squeeze it and press it down. So we get a nice stand. Of course, now we're going to make the stand for the large one, and it is so very easy because I think you already know what to do. It is 6 blocks and 1 on this side, and this side. And we are going to glue this one together this way. And we're going to go for this one and this top, lay it down, and we go for this side top and this side. And then we are closing it up with 1, and very easily just squeeze it together. And we already have our own stand, and you can make it as crazy as you like. You can do even a 1 line more. You can build it up even more. You can do anything you like. I keep it very simple. So I'm just going to do 3 pieces like this, and I'm going to squeeze it and let it dry. So all these stands are dried up almost, and I'm going to get my bigger size of my tree, and he's a little bit bigger to get in front of the camera because he's really big. And I'm going to place it, of course, on top of this one. And I'm going to hold it in place for a little moment until he dries up a little, because or else I'm a little afraid that he will fall. So all of the Christmas trees are dried up, at least almost dried up. I'm not as patient as most of you probably are. So I'm going to do the bigger trees in the chalkboard black color. I think I'm going to go for the middle size. I'm going for some stain, at least stain or furniture wax I have to look for. And the middle piece of the small pieces, I'm going to go, I think, for the white chalk paint. But we are going to see it along the way. So first we are going to go for the black color for the big ones. But of course I do this with a little bit of music so you don't get bored. The 2 big ones are drying right now. I'm now starting with the 2 smaller ones, and I'm going to go for the white chalk paint Of course, I always use a very cheap brand. The only thing was important that it covers most of the time in one layer, but not every chalk paint does his work, but we will see how this will turn out. But I'm doing the smaller one in the white chalk paint. So, and already the last one, the middle size, I'm just going to use some antique wax. So again, I'm going to do it a little bit faster. And here you see the three colors we use. Of course, you can't see the black one in totally, but you see already where it's this is the three Christmas trees which we did from scrap wood. So what we're going to do with this one, because this one, most of them have a middle, I'm going to take a Christmas print and I'm going to do some print in between the spaces over here. So I have printed out three prints. This is one with the red with a little bit of the snowflake stars, and this is also in the darker green, emerald green, a little bit also with some snowflakes. And I did a print with some wood. So I'm going to do the black one with the red, the furniture wax one with green, and the white one with a little bit of the wood color. So I'm going to start with the wood print because that's the smallest Christmas tree. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over, do it this way, and one of the blocks, the size is, you see already, 2.3, but maybe your blocks are a little bit different. These are the bigger blocks. If you have the smaller ones, they are even smaller. So I'm going to do 2.3 over here, and I'm going to make all those in lines, and then I'm going to cut them out. I use this print, but you can use any print you like. If you want like it only in painted and in the furniture wax or something else, it's also fine to do whatever you think is right. I'm going to make the lines. I was thinking I could use, of course, the ruler and do 2.3, but why don't I make myself easy? I'm just going to glue 3 blocks on top of each other, just in the corner. Make sure that you have a nice straight line, and we're going to do this side also, and then I already have my measurement I need for in between. And again, squeeze it and make sure you have a straight line, and over here. And now we already have our own measurement. I'm going to lay it on here, get my pencil, and it is very easy. Just lay it on top of here. Make sure that you have it straight. Place your fingers and of course make your line. And so we make the whole piece in lines. That's much easier. So I have here my stripes cut out, and I have here my Christmas tree. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get my mud pot, and I have just this brand, but you can use school glue, you can use anything you like. So I'm going to do some mud pots, and I'm going to make it very easy. I have to measure out a little bit. Now this is wide enough, so I'm going to cut off a little piece over here. I'm going to do some mud pots very easily on the inside, just on the back side of this piece, very in a little bit more than you need. And this way I'm going to lay my print very easily inside, and make sure that you have it in the straight line, and bend it over a little, and we leave it this way until it is dried up. We're going to do this second one. I think I already have enough on this piece. So again, some mud pots, just do the back side of this tree, and again get your print and place it inside, squeeze it and bend it over like this. This way we are going to measure out. I only need a little piece, so I'm going to cut out only this, and again we are going to do the middle piece. Oh, I have to keep it this way, like this. Get our piece, place it inside and squeeze it, and this way, and bend it over until here. and let it dry. And now the last one. Again, some Mod Podge over here, and we're going to cut off a piece, and again we are going to bend it inside here, and again keep it in place and bend it on the side, and we are going to let this dry for at least a couple of, now maybe a quarter, so we will see how this will turn out, and then we get our sanding tool and we just sand it very easily off. So for the black tree, I'm going to use the red, of course, paper and lay them also in between. So I'm going to get my Mod Podge again and I Mod Podge it in between. Of course, you see a little bit of the Mod Podge on the black, but don't worry, that dries up clearly. So don't be afraid, just do some little Mod Podge in between over here. And we are going to place this one also again in between. Make sure that you have it, and like this, and bend it over to the back side so everything can glue very easily together. We're going to go for row number 2. I won't do everything with you because or else you get very bored, but I just wanted to show you also how it works, and it works very easy and fast, especially if you make a ruler just from your tumbling tile blocks. Oh, you see already also with DIY things can go wrong. Oh my, oh my. I can cut this out, but I won't do it because probably you have the same problem sometimes too. So again, I'm going to get my paper and I'm going to place it in between just like this, and again squeeze it and bend it over, and I'm going to do the rest. So, and the last tree I'm going to do in the a little bit emerald green color. So again, just do some Mod Podge in between, and we're going to place one of the strips in between and over here and squeeze it to the side, and we can cut off a little piece and we can use this on top. And you see already he is fitting totally on the top of the tree, so I can use every paper I have, just like this, and squeeze it in between and just bend it over here. And now we're going to go for a little bit of a lighter color, and so you can mix them up. And like I said, I did this print, but you can use any print you like. So I will finish this off. So all of my 3 trees are in some print, and of course my Mod Podge is safely closed, so I hope nothing can happen anymore. This was really I'm going to take my little tree, and what I'm going to do, I have just a very simple sanding tool, and I'm just going to go inside and very carefully go over the side of the print very carefully, and then you see he's almost falling off. I have to be careful that I don't damage my, and you see he's not totally through, and this is how he's looking like. You see, this is already in one side, and the other side is also, just go very easily with your tool inside and make some lines over here. Of course we have to remove it, and this way. Now you get a nice, a little bit of a distressed ending of your paper. The Christmas trees are, all of them are sanded off, and I am really debating what I'm going to do with it. It's not really the way I want to have it. So first I'm going to go further with the other 3 because I have to think about this one. I really have. I am not sure what I want to do with it. So I'm going to place this one aside. What I'm going to do with the other set, of course, I'm going to get first the black one, and I'm going to place some letters. I have here a whole bag of letters from Scrabble. So I'm going to make some little words for inside of here, and then we're going to glue them inside. So for the black Christmas tree, I'm going to do a merry and bright, and I'm going to glue this inside. And for the brown one, I'm going to do joy to the world. And with the smaller one, I have to look if it will be in Noel or maybe Xmas. We will see how this thing, but I'm going to glue this inside. So I'm going to take my wood glue and I just do a little drop of wood glue on the back side, just a little. And I'm just going to lay it in here. And I'm going to do a little drop over here and again. And on this one, a little drop and just let it fall, squeeze it together and make sure that you have it on the line under it this way, and then let it dry. We are going to do the word joy to the world and a little drop again. It's just a little, and we are going to end this one. But I'm doing this word, but you can do anything you like. If you have something else which you want to decorate with, is also fine too. You can do anything you like. I always say this is just an inspiration. And now when we are early with our Christmas DIYs, you can very easily have every time you need to make your own DIY. That's why I always love to have my Christmas channel all year round, because you can do so many ideas of it, and you can always give your own twist on it. And this is one, and now the word world. Of course we do the R in the middle. And we're going to do the O and the W over here. We do the L and the D. So, and just work them down so we have a nice straight line. And this is how they are looking like, and I'm really happy with the letters on this rustic background. So I'm going to do also the merry and bright. And here on my table you see my 3 Christmas trees, which are giving me a headache because I tried so many things already with it and I am not happy with it. They are not growing on me, so I think they are for me a failure. If you are going to make this Christmas trees, let me know what kind of ideas you are going to do with it. My idea was not something I like, so I'm going to use the back side, the plain side, for my for my Christmas. I show you that in a moment. But for me, this one is really a failure. So also failures are belonging to DIY. So let me know what you think. And here you see finally a quick impression of our tumbling tower block Christmas tree forest. And I'm so happy with the Christmas trees right now, especially the 3 I turned over on the backside. So I hope you also took out your tumbling tower blocks and did this DIY together with me. And I am really curious how you made your Christmas tree. If you're only here to watch, of course, I am so happy you're here and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, of course, I hope you will click the red subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. So you see, it's always a little bit of chaos, but I hope a lot of fun. If you want to see more DIYs, come on over to my description box. There you find the link for our DIY channels. Enough talking. I hope to see you next time. Bye.